My dreams are nightmares. How can I sleep? You got the gun against me.
What's going on, everybody? King of Dragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the Mattel WWE Elite Collection Legend Series Bam Bam Bigelow. And so here we have Bam Bam Bigelow posed and out of the packaging. Before we take a look at the figure, let's actually run through his accessories really fast. Bam Bam here does come with 3 pairs of hands. We do get a pair of fists. We get a pair of grip hands. We get a pair of clawing hands. And then we get the ECW World Television title, which looks really good. Other than that, Bam Bam doesn't come with any other accessories, which I think he comes with just what you need. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually take a closer look at Bam Bam Bigelow. And so here we have a closer look at Bam Bam Bigelow, and I think Mattel has done a really good job with this figure. Every Bam Bam figure that they've made, I think they've done a fantastic job with, but I think this is the best, only because they finally nailed that realistic face for Bam Bam. I do believe that this might be a new head sculpt. It could also be the first Legend Series Bam Bam head. I don't know. I don't have that original figure to compare him to, but I do have the Then, Now, and Forever Bam Bam, which wasn't a bad figure in itself, but I feel like it's a little bit cartoony, and they didn't capture his beard just right. This one, I think, does a much better job, but they do have similarities that I really do like about each one. But I think I prefer the Legend Series Bam Bam a little bit more, and we'll go on to that in a little bit. But yeah, really do like the likeness that they have here on Bam Bam. Really do like his tattoos here, if the camera will focus. Really do like that. The flame tattoos look really good. He had a lot of balls for being able to do this. I don't think I would ever be able to tattoo my head like that. I have a neck tattoo, but I don't think I'll be able to do a tattoo like that on my head. I don't know, there's just something about that I might be a little too scared to do. But yeah, really liking the face on Bam Bam here. So having a look at the rest of the figure, I really do like this attire that they went with. Now, I did have a Bam Bam figure back when Toy Biz was making WCW figures. It was the purple flame attire, and this is the closest we've gotten to that, so this brings back so many memories. I think I lost that figure, to be quite honest, or maybe my parents sold it, I don't know. But yeah, really do like the Bam Bam Bigelow emblem here. One thing I am happy about is that from the prototype to this, they corrected the emblem. A lot of people wouldn't have noticed it, but when they originally showed this figure, it was upside down, where this B was on top and then these two were on the bottom. They did correct that afterwards, so really good job there. Really do like the flame effects. They did a really good job painting them. They're not too thin in places, and they look fantastic. Just that really nice gray along the black. It's a really good contrast, so really do like that. I am a little bit upset that they still haven't given Bam Bam his own unique torso, where it's just a big guy shirtless torso and then they just paint his neck on. Really would have liked it if they made a torso specific for Bam Bam, but overall still liking the way he came out here. As you can see, he does have his tattoos right here. The one peeking out under his shirt. We have one right there. And then I really did like his eagle tattoos, the ones that he had on both arms. Although I think that's a griffin. And then we have the eagle right here. And then we have a cobra right there. So really like that. And he is sporting white wrist tape. Really do like the flames going down the leg. They are a little bit tricky to align, and aligning them does make him a little knock-kneed, where his knees are a little bit in, and there's really no way to fix that because that's the way his legs are supposed to go. Although no, his legs are actually supposed to be like that. They just painted his flames on a little bit crooked. Now the legs are the only part of the flames that I have issues with. You can see on mine they are a little bit faded right here, which is unfortunate because everything else on it looks good, but the knees they kind of dropped the ball on, which you can see on both sides. It is a little bit sloppy on all sides, so I'm not really a fan of that, but overall still a really good sculpt. Now one thing I do like is that they gave him his flames on his boots. Those look really nice. I do like those. They're just red flames, although they don't match with his costume. They do match with his flame motif, so really happy about that. So overall, Bam Bam here is a really nice figure. I do like the detailings that went into him. He's a really solid figure. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get him compared to other figures you may have in your collection. And so here we have Bam Bam Bigelow posed next to an Ultimate Edition's Brock Lesnar and a basic Jeff Hardy. And finally, here we do have the Legend Series Bam Bam posed next to the then, now, and forever Bam Bam Bigelow. So with the comparisons out of the way, guys, let's actually take a closer look at Bam Bam's articulation. He does sport the standard Elite articulation, which is a ball joint in the head, but because his head is so thick, you really don't get too much upward movement. You do get a surprising amount of downward movement, which I do find that a little bit surprising. He does have some slight head pivot, which does work fine. Does turn his head left and right, no problem, although his chin does kind of get stuck on his traps right there. Arms do go out to the side, no problem. He does a full 360. Bicep swivel works fine. Single bend at the elbow. We have a swivel and hinge at the wrist. We do have an ab crunch, which only goes back to about that far. Goes forward only to about that far. He does have a waist swivel. Legs do kick forward only to about right there. He is a bigger guy, so he is kind of limited in that aspect. But they do go out to the side really nicely, so he can do jumping side kicks really nicely, although he never did. He does rotate at the thigh. Nice double bend here at the knee. We do have rotation at the foot. Ankle can go back and forward, and then we do have rocker ankle. So overall, Bam Bam here has some pretty good articulation, especially for a bigger guy like himself, which is really nice. So with that out of the way, guys, let's actually get him posed for my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review. And so here we have Bam Bam Bigelow posed for my final thoughts, and overall Mattel has given us a really solid Bam Bam figure here. I think every Bam Bam figure that we've gotten has been a very fantastic figure. I never got hold of the first Elite Series Bam Bam. I have the Then, Now, and Forever figure, which I think was a really solid figure. But out of the three, I think this is the best release. I do like the accessories he comes with. The array of hands he has is perfect. He comes with the 3 hands I suggested every figure have: fist, grip, style pose. That's all we need out of a figure. So Bam Bam here is solid, and I think the main draw of this figure is the ECW World Television title. That is such a nice accessory, and it's another ECW title that we finally got. If you're keeping score at home, this is the 3rd ECW title that we get. We have gotten the ECW World Heavyweight title. We got the WWE ECW title, which is the silver one, but that was only a single release. And now we finally have the ECW television title, which I am looking forward to getting the Cactus Jack with another ECW title. I really like the fact that Mattel is giving us ECW titles. Now I just wish they would give us an accurate WCW Cruiserweight title. That would go so nice with a Rey Mysterio or Juventud Guerrero. Hopefully at some time we do get one of those figures, and this is such a nice figure. I can't recommend Bam Bam enough. If you're a fan of WWE, ECW, or even his WCW run, which I don't think was that great, you really do need to pick up this figure. He's really solid. Everything about this figure works perfectly, from the accessories to the look of this figure. It's one of the best Bam Bam figures we have ever gotten. The Legend series is exclusive to Target, which is something collectors don't like hearing. Target exclusive is kind of like a bad word, but I was able to pick up Bam Bam from Target.com, and this guy shipped really fast. I ordered him Monday and he arrived today, so really happy I do have him in hand. With that being said, guys, I'm King of Dragons 5000. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and check out all my other action figure reviews as well as all my other WWE videos. Hopefully you find them informative. As always, if there's a figure you would like to see me review, let me know down in the comments, and if it's in my collection, I'll gladly have a look at it. While you're at it, check out my Instagram account for new and exciting action figure photos, and as always, ring that bell to be notified every time I upload a video. Until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take care, everyone.